welcome to Rogue Talks. I'm Patrick, your host. So today we are going to talk more about cultural appropriation. So I made a video about this and I wanted to make a second one, a bit more a serious one, because the first one I just thought was ridiculous. Like, the point of view was ridiculous. But this, I think it's got some good points in this clip. So we're going to have a look at this clip. We're going to talk about it and let's see what we come up with.
So you know Lily Singh, right?
Who is she?
One of the world's most popular YouTubers who's made India proud with a long list of achievements. But Lily Singh, along with many diaspora and local Indians, have become extremely fond of doing something that is super inappropriate. Appropriating African, Caribbean and Black American slang and culture. Let's talk about black slang first. Lily Singh claims to have invented the word boss.
So, you want to learn how to be a boss.
What's a boss?
Great question.
But boss, which is boss but in African American vernacular English, is a variety of English spoken primarily by Black Americans in the USA. And it's not just her. Many Indians rapping in English have relied on AF to sound interesting or cool or whatever.
Like 2GB on Juicy, on that Biggie beat. Shook when they see a deity, we be on me.
One look and I can bet ya couldn't get laid if you was a hooker on the stretcher.
Chill.
And it's not just the language that Indians appropriate. Indians appropriate black culture not just by using slang but also in the mannerisms they put off a camera.
This video gonna be crazy!
And we seem to appropriate cosmetic aspects of black culture for exotic appeal, from how we style magazine covers to how we casually make white background dancers wear afros in music videos. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this is real, you guys. It's even more problematic when you look at the ways in which Indians discriminate against black people. While we're the first to call out others for appropriating, exoticizing or misrepresenting Indian culture, Indians literally use Black American culture as a costume without any cultural knowledge. We really shouldn't be appropriating from other cultural assertions that are so far removed from our own identities and experiences. Here's a bit of advice from Michael Jordan.
Stop it. Get some help.
So, let's break this down. Obviously, as I said, I want to do this. I found a pretty reasonable video, I think, about cultural appropriation. I think there's some points in there. Like, so she's talking about the first girl in there, Lily Singh, about her claiming the word boss as her own. I mean, I don't know if she actually said I came up with that word or whether she's just using the word as branding. I'm not sure. I mean, to claim that you came up with the word is pretty big, but to use it as branding, like, it's a word said in a different way by someone and she's just latched onto it and used it as a brand. Like, I don't really see an issue there. It's not like it's some cultural heritage. It's just a way that African Americans pronounce the word and she's just then latched onto it and used it. I don't really see the problem. Like, as far as the rappers, again, like, rap is an African American. It is African American. Rap is African American, and there's plenty of people, white, Indian, Asian, that have, that fell in love with it, wanted to do it. I listen to rap. I love hip hop. Grew up on hip hop. At the end of the day, African American culture is very, very cool. Let's face it, we all loved Will Smith growing up. Like, there was so many cool things, and just African Americans in general, just pretty cool people. They're like, laid back. They ooze just coolness. That is what they do. So yeah, people want to emulate them. People want to be part of that. That's completely understandable. And I'm sure if I grew up in America, I probably would have done that. I mean, I grew up in the middle of nowhere in the UK. Wasn't exactly going to start going around acting like I was African American. However, like, it was funny actually that she used Michael Jordan at the end there, because Michael Jordan was happy to sell his clothes, his shoes, everything else to white people. He wasn't worried about them, like the baggy shorts and everything that the sort of the African American basketballers sort of brought in. He was massive when I was younger in the UK, and we don't even really play basketball. Like, he was huge, but what did it matter if that we were culturally appropriating his clothing and shoes because we wanted to emulate him? Like, most of this stuff is emulation. They want to emulate these people because they think they're cool, they respect them. Look how many people like wanted to be like Tupac, because people thought he was cool. They wanted to emulate him, and I think that's like a form of flattery. I don't think that's culturally appropriating. I mean, it is slightly different, I suppose, if you're taking cultural, like if you're taking sort of like religious ceremonial stuff or culturally ceremonial stuff that's very close to someone's heart, I think, or a culture's heart, and making money off it and not treating it with the respect it should be treated with, then I agree. Like, there's a problem there. Like, I remember when I was in New Zealand, we were going to this party, we were getting dressed up, and we were with this guy, Dan, and he was actually half Maori himself. And he'd done all of these, like, tattoos in this sort of, like, white paint for us all. But he said he was making sure that they weren't traditional Maori tattoos, because he said that it would have been disrespectful, and some Maoris might be upset by us doing that, which, that's fine, if that's culturally sensitive to them, I completely agree. But just because people are trying to emulate you, people are dressing like you, as long as that's not like a ceremonial dress that they're just sort of almost disrespecting, I don't see the problem. I think it's great. The world is getting smaller. I like to celebrate differences. I think differences is what makes the world so interesting and what makes culture so interesting. So I think we need to keep our differences, but it's great to celebrate those differences and mix and, emulate each other. Emulate the good stuff about each other's cultures. Let me know what you guys think about it. Be really interested to hear what you think. So I wanted to do one after the last cultural appropriation one, which I just thought was ridiculous. I wanted to do one that was a little bit more of a serious one, where someone actually is giving some good points of view, and actually have a discussion on the topic. So let me know what you think. We'll have a discussion in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.